right, guys, it is Thursday morning, and at work, surrounded by all this goodness. So somebody commented on the video last week about the noise on the video. You hear that? That's now it's really bugging me. All right, so this is what I'm going to try to do. So that is the HDX chassis. If anybody knows how Pro Tools, I have an old rig that's been modernized, so I have an iMac, so there's no slot cards. There's no slots for whatever PCIe cards or whatever. So you have to have a chassis. The chassis makes this noise, not all the time. I think it's like a cooling. It'll be up and then it'll be down. Yeah, it doesn't bother me because I'm used to it, but I'll try putting a little noise reduction when I edit the video in ScreenFlow. The problem with the noise reduction is that it always creates it makes everything sound a little strange. So we'll see. Damn. Anyway, so yeah, this is we are here. I'm writing songs for myself too, not just for clients. This is amazing. I don't know if anybody's been watching these and kind of know where we're at. See, it's like where we're at, because I'm, this is fun, right? And the best part is I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just throwing out there what I'm doing, and I have no affiliations. Well, I have no affiliations. I know people. He knows people, but there's no sponsorship. Nobody wants me to do this. Just maybe you guys and me. But anyway, so everything is gone. Everything is sold. I ended up keeping my American Professional too. And I was on the fence about maybe I'll put new pickups in it because it's a little warmer and kind of a little darker than my Black Strat. My Black Strat has Fralin wood stocks. Fralin pickups. I've had a lot of guitars with Fralin pickups. Fralin pickups to me are always, my experience, always on the brighter side. I've had Tellys, I've had Strats, I've had P90s. I've never done the humbucker thing with Fralin, but so my Strat is very vibrant, very alive, leaner. Like if I'm going to be doing funky stuff, I think that's going to be the way to go. But I was thinking I had a couple ideas. One was, maybe I'll trick it out, with new pickups, or maybe I'll, do like a Dan Huff guitar with it, and then I was like, yeah, you know what? I've already got the Sir. And to be honest with you, I don't know that all the mid boost. I don't know if that would really matter to what I do anymore. I mean, in this day and age, is it that big a difference? I don't know. Maybe it is. I mean, for somebody like him, it matters because that's his sound. People are like, oh yeah, we want the Huff thing. But I think your general day-to-day sessions, I don't know that anybody really would, like, that's not really what people would necessarily request. So I thought, I'm just going to leave it. I've been playing it the last couple of days. Here, I'll get it. He's getting it, Bo. Bo's here. And I totally cleaned it up. Like, I never really cleaned my guitars. I totally cleaned it up to sell it. So now it's really clean. This is an awesome guitar. So this is an American Professional. It's got that S1 system, I think, where if you're in like position 2, where you've got the bridge and middle, and you press the tone so it pops out, it gives you 3, so you can have all 3 pickups. I think it sounds horrible. I never use it. I mean, ever. I always, actually, as soon as I sit down with the guitar, I make sure that it's not in use. It's too much. It's too Clash of the Titans. It's too much frequency. But this guitar is... Neck is a hair kind of smaller than the Suhr. Not really smaller, like I think what they call shoulder. You know, like it comes in off the fretboard more, where the Suhr is a little more square. But anyway, but I did this little thing here, just testing my Memory Man Echo that's on the desk. It's so awesome. Anyway, I'm really stoked about all this. So here's this guitar. I'm not touching this thing. I think this thing sounds fantastic. This is the clean channel in the Ecstasy. I'm kind of showing all this new stuff so we can kind of hear it together. And then here's like an EQ on the guitar bus. So the two guitar tracks here are the two they're the two microphones that are on the cabinet. I think the first one is the 57 and the second one is the M160. But yeah, so these are now busing to this track here, which is called G1S, Guitar Sub 1S. So if I wanted to, let's say, you know, do this, let's just say. Yeah, so I could definitely like lean it out if I wanted to, but I really don't. I would when I mix, but so here's without the EQ. I'm just liking it, so I'm not doing anything. This thing is so beautiful, and like I said, I cleaned it and I just banged it. I cleaned it, and it's got, I don't know if you can see, but it's got the Fender locking tuners. So the tuning on this thing is just fantastic. Yeah. So the other thing that I did here was, let me put this back to factory, and we'll just kill it for right now. No EQ. In this Guitar One Sub, you'll see here, I don't know if you guys can see it, highlighting. These are the faders to go to my effects, right? So this is the template, right? So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, it's 8, right? 5 and 5. So I made this up here. Let me do this with the Tone X right now. Let me hide and make it active. Okay, so you see the 3 greens here. I'm probably gonna have to put my face up here because I want you to see this. So these are the ones that we made like 2 weeks ago, maybe. So it's like Echo, Room. I got this idea from this poll from the Studio Rats, and we'll see. See how I do with it. Repeater on Ping Pong, right? And plate, little plate, and then straight H3000 231 micro pitch. That's just the stock. That's just the stock setting. That was the way most people used it. And then the Brigade Chorus, and then the Dimension D, and then the last thing is just the Helix. This is just a Helix multi-effects setup, so there's nothing in it, but you know, I can add in anything I want with that chorus and harmonizers and delays and pitch shifts and whatever I want, reverbs. So what I'll do is I'll play this. Unfortunately, there is an echo kind of baked into this, so you're gonna there's echo in there, but we'll run it down. So here's the track. From there where it starts rocking. Okay, So now if I come here, I go to the first thing, and you'll see that there's a G in front of it. So it's G echo, G room, just so it's keep it simple. Now I can use these for vocals, for snare drum, bass, keyboards, strings, background. Well, I can do whatever, but they're just, and they're in the I/O. Man, what is it with this fly? He just loves to sit right over where it says window in Pro Tools. He was here yesterday. Does he have food? You have food? Anyway, in the I/O, you'll see as you get down to the end here, you'll see the 8 of them are right in a row. So when you're going, they're all right there. And they're all labeled. So when you pull in, when you start a session and you come here, you'll see everything's labeled. The kick, snare, blah, blah, blah. Come down here and you got G echo, G room, G ping, whatever, ping pong. So anyway, so here we'll just run a little echo on top of it. There's that echo. It's kind of useless, but anyway, here's the room. Here's the ping pong, echo over echo. Anything worth doing is worth overdoing. Here's the plate. Nice. And all the returns here are unity gain. So, everything's probably a little loud, but, hey, we're doing it. Here's the H3000. See, so the way this works is this bus, the input here of let's say the H3000 is HGH3000. So this, and some of this may be so elementary to just about everybody, but if there is somebody new, we're here for them, right? Basically, this is now sending this guitar track to this H3000. So I've got the fader up. Look at the H3000 track. And if I turn it off, and then this is chorus, which some of this may be better to just be on the track, but it's here. And I could actually kill, I wonder if I could do this. If I come here and I go no output, right? So now you won't hear the guitar. I wonder if I throw this, you'll just hear the chorus. You could do it if you were so inclined. I sound like my mom. That was my mom's so inclined. Now everybody's like, I digress. When did that become the big term? What a nerdy. That's a podcast term. Thank you, internet. You gave us I digress. All right, anyway. So here is the chorus. Don't bore us, get to the chorus. That's a yo diggity chorus, guys. Chorus is really tricky with plugins. That's been my experience. It sounds like chorus, but it never feels like, Boss CE1 in front of the amp. This one really does. Very nice. And then a little Dimension D. Similar to the H3000, maybe a little more aggressive. I've also got it in the buttons. I've got it in. After these dimension kind of things, or these split harmonizers, you can also go in here and add an imager, let's just say, and widen it if you really want to get weird. Dimension, hold on. Dimension. Oh, here we go, dimension. So we'll kill the imager. I may have actually had it on the chorus when I thought it was on dimension, but we're on dimension now. You can see it right. Now we go to Unity Gain. So now it's at 0. You widen it like this. And it can mess with the phase a little bit, but that's kind of a part of it. So if you really want to get out there, again, going back to this Dan Huff, he's a double chorus guy. Like he's got the Tricera and he uses that little green Boss vibrato pedal. So hey man, if the old saying in audio, if it sounds good, it is good. Don't not try things, because like in theory my butt. I've been watching all these clips from the Beatles recording, I guess the last record, all those old Get Back those Get Back videos, those little clips. Those guys they invented a lot of this stuff, and they were into chaos, and they would they just did all kinds of stuff. So free your mind, the rest will follow. Anyway, so there it is, Dimension. That's wild. We'll get rid of that. We don't freak anyone out. And then the last is the Helix, which has nothing on it right now. I've added this EQ. The Helix darkens things, but it's got a griminess, right? So there's nothing on the Helix. So if I was to come to Helix, put in, wow, I'm getting confused between Axe Effects and Helix. I'm using buttons. Hey, how we doing? So here's I think it's the 70s chorus. Yeah. Probably and ultimately would come here, and I would probably, no, I don't want to clear all the blocks. Let me just do something for a second here. If I was to come to EQ, let's go simple EQ, right? When I come here, simple EQ. Why am I struggling? Yeah, there you go, simple EQ. Like this is just, it adds a I think that somehow it's creating a little phase thing. Let me shut off the EQ. Yeah, I don't know. You know what, with this Helix, if I'm being honest, it's here. Oops. Oh, there we go. Effects rack. Okay. It's here. It would be for something specific, because it does degrade the sound. Even with this big boost on the EQ here, there's just and it could be that, I don't know, it just does. With nothing on it, it just destroys the sound. So anyway, but there you go. So that's all the little track, all the little plugins. Very flexible. Here, and so here I'll play a second. This is one of my, I have like a bunch of new songs, and and I don't know if this is, I mean it's like no matter what, I mean it sounds super like I don't know, like Beatle, I don't know, I don't know, it's just I'm embarrassed to play it, but. And this was like, it was kind of when I recorded this, I just wanted to record it just to have it so I didn't forget it. But they call it data creation in the world of NSAI and ASCAP. It was like a moment like, what was that thing you do, or this thing called love, or that thing, the 60s guys with Liv Tyler, and they have their big single, and it's kind of this low, slower, mid tempo, sappy thing, and the drummer dude gets up there, and he's like, he starts song 1, 2, he starts too fast, and the guy's like, "You're too fast," and then they play it, and everybody goes crazy. That was this, because this I was really like kind of doing that lonely songwriter. Wait. But when I went to record it, this was just set at 120. I started recording it and I totally thought of the movie, because here it is at 120. Your boy's losing his mind. It's like in 1 week he sells his rectifier and he writes, "No matter what you need." It's like Badfinger, "I will always be with you." Maybe Apple Records will sign me and ruin my career. Thanks, Paul. Anyway. And then this was just kind of testing this memory, man. It's really, really loud, but it's fun. I think this is, and all of this is with the Ecstasy. So the first things we played were all the clean. This is like the channel 2 of the Ecstasy. Really dark. Let's fire this up real quick and then we're out of here. I got the dentist this morning. It's my wife's birthday week. My wife takes her birthday very seriously, so you all should take it equally seriously. I take it seriously. It's funny. She's like a kind of person that's like, you wouldn't think she would be like that, but that's really, birthday is really a big thing to her. Oh, shut up. So, and remembering that the video, oh my God, let me get out of this busing situation. This is it, kids, we got this. I'm just gonna solo this, yeah, because I just want to hear it. I don't want to. In that last video, I went to like brighten it, but I hit the bass because I couldn't see. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like you to put your hands together for Mr. P-Touch. That's me. I P-Touch a lot of things. Yeah, no, it's actually easy. So I think it's just too much bass. All right. So here we are, channel 2. Brought the mids down a little bit. It lets it breathe. Pre-EQ chorus. So I'm in the middle on pre-EQ channel 2. I don't even know. see if I'm going to be getting my no matter what you know. So I've got the gain boost on high, and I've got the structure on high, and I'm not in plexi mode. Let's hear that. We'll go here. We'll go ecstasy, sir, oh God, sir, channel 2, top end. I'll remember. So again, with me, I always like to record a little bit and then listen for two reasons. First and foremost, the cab is right there, so there's a little bit of ooh in here. Sometimes if I get it sounding nice to my ears when I'm playing, then when I listen back, it's too thin because I'm thinning it out because I'm hearing like ooh from the other room. That's one thing. And two, I love to just listen without playing, right? So it like loses that kind of emotional connection of playing. So here it is. Yeah, just my Boss EQ with really a little lows cut, just a touch of lows, a touch of 800, and I'm not boosting the highs, and then a little bit of the woodshed. Here, let me get this too. If you have Neve preamps, you gotta always click the rotors every day because they just get dirty. They get doity. Yeah, that's better than This Is Where We Were. So I think this is the same. This is this guitar, but with the Memory Man. Yeah, this is a little bit more kind of cooler right here, right? Yeah, we'll go MM, a little Memory Man. We're just gonna have some fun. And of course, I'm getting crazy with it. Yeah, it's a little crazy. That's it. And I got my wah-wah set up down here. It's not plugged in, but it's down here and has power. And I did a little test with that the other day. It sounds great. So I've got really nice wah-wah. It's just whatever Crybaby. I think it's they call them the N95 maybe or something. I don't know. I like it. I've tried some other ones. It's like they're too dark. I don't know, like that one, that the custom audio one by Dunlop. I don't know. I just like this, and I obviously there's a wah-wah in Axe-Fx, and then I have this guy here, the Ernie Ball VP Junior volume pedal in case I need that, and that's it. And so this is the setup. This is what we're going with. It's so weird, like, because it's just like weird to like go, all right, just let it go, man. Now it's time to just make music. I don't know, if it's like a little bit of like a addiction or it's habitual or whatever, but it did feel good to sell off a ton of gear. I mean, I sold off a lot of gear, a bunch of amps, a bunch of pedals, probably 7 guitars. Yeah, so, and I'm just going to keep the Strat the way it is. Yeah. That's that Archer, the Jeff. I love that pedal. There's a gleaming endorsement. Buy the Archer or fail. No, I'm just kidding. It's really nice. Some of those Klon pedals are just too depressing sounding to my ear. They're too old, like they're too fat, too like clunky, or I don't know. Maybe it depends on the music you do and your ear. Like I like guitar to be like more like a little more lean, or not lean, but like stealthy and more like, I don't know, not so like big, you know, telephone wire notes. Everything's got to be thick. I don't know. So now let's do this, and this is the end of the video. I promise you. I promise it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. What am I doing? I can't think. Why am I? Okay, there we go. So we're gonna go back through the bus. Oh right, it's G1. Wow, I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. Okay. There's a lot of Russian. Alright, let's kill this. A little bit of delay, so I wouldn't track like this. Yeah. This would not be, I wouldn't track like this. This would be just purely for mixing. So, well, I'll just ignore the fact that I can hear the guitar in time and I can feel myself in time. But here's a little Dimension D. That's your Rush chord, and this is your... That's the Beatle chord. So the Beatle chord, I think, is kind of an F11. There's multiple notes, though. There's other guitars. Some people I know have broken that down. That's from Hard Day's Night. Maybe? I don't know. I could be wrong. F sharp, 11. And a suspension. And then the F sharp with the open E and B. That's your ping pong. That's your hemispheres chord. Oy vey. All right, that's it. I'm gonna finish this video, and I'm going to go to the dentist. It's time to get your teeth cleaned, James. Time to get your teeth cleaned, James. Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so new songs are gonna come. So I'll make videos of like doing them, and maybe like if the one has a guitar solo, I'll do like the old Rig Talk days and make a big jam, and I'll send it out the track, and everybody that wants to can do a guitar solo. Dude, I saw a video when I got up this morning. Instead of sleeping, I get up, and it was him playing the guitar solo to Stairway to Heaven, which is like probably greatest guitar solo ever, top 3. Such a great solo, man. And he was doing it halftime, and it was mesmerized. Watch, I'm like, well, and I don't know if they had slowed the tape down or he was slowing it. I don't know. But then it had the tab underneath. It was really, really amazing. Just that solo, man. God. That's what you want to be doing, man. Making music that people are going to love decades later, hundreds of years later. I saw that little scene, too, at the beginning of Amadeus when Salieri, or whatever his name is like in hospice, dying, and the guy comes to like give him his rights, and he starts playing a song, and he's like, you don't remember that? He's like, that was one of my songs. And he plays another one, and he says to the priest, you don't remember that? He's like, no, sorry. He's like, yeah, that's one of my songs. And then he goes, dun 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 dun, and then the priest is singing along with him. And when he stops, he's like, oh my God, you wrote that? That's amazing. He's like, no, that's Mozart. His nemesis. Oh man, that movie.